alert! With recent market shifts and closures of some reverse mortgage companies, SunWest remains over 40 years strong and a longstanding leader in reverse mortgage lending. We're here for you and for your borrowers. At SunWest, we understand how important it is to meet your clients' expectations. So why not exceed them by closing their reverse loan fast? Go to heckham.swmc.com for all the information you'll need to use our simple tools, submit your reverse mortgage loans for immediate approval, and make your originations fast. If you'd like to learn more about reverse mortgage loans and why they're so popular in today's market, join us on Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific for a live anonymous webinar. Go to heckham.swmc.com for more information. See you Friday.
Welcome to The Interest. I'm Sarah Wolak. It's been a very volatile year for the housing market and the economy as a whole. But could we be seeing some stability as we head into 2023? The Federal Reserve is optimistic that we are. The Fed approved a 50 basis point hike, and after the meeting, economists say we may finally be at the point where the Open Market Committee has inflation under control. Experts in the mortgage industry also say the rate hike was expected and doesn't change their forecast for next year. Daniel Hale of Realtor.com said after Wednesday's meeting that, in a welcome change of pace, we expect lower volatility in mortgage rates in the year ahead. Some economists say it's still not enough to avoid a recession. Economists at the MBA are among those saying that we will see the economy shrink in the early part of 2023. But Powell says it's too early to dismiss the idea of a soft landing.
I don't think anyone knows whether we're going to have a recession or not, and if we do, whether it's going to be a deep one or not. It's not knowable.
Not everyone says the Fed's decision will automatically lead to lower mortgage rates going forward. Texas mortgage lawyer Marty Green says that until we're really confident that inflation will come down for some time, we may have to raise rates higher to get where we want to go. In other news, Republicans will control the U.S. House next month, and they're sending a message that they want to change how the CFPB operates. Republicans told the CFPB director Rohit Chopra during a congressional hearing on Wednesday that they think his agency has overstepped its statutory power. In a letter written ahead of the meeting, Republicans say certain CFPB regulations, specifically some over non-bank entities like PayPal and Klarna, hurt consumers. Republicans also say they want more transparency around the CFPB, promising to have more hearings than Democrats have in recent years. By law, the CFPB is supposed to appear before Congress at least twice a year. Chopra defended his agency's actions, saying that the Bureau needs to take a more holistic approach. He said rising debt from auto loans, credit cards, and other forms of borrowing put pressure on household budgets, making it harder for them to afford housing. Chopra also said the CFPB will be watching the housing finance sector closely to see if any regulations are needed. Coming up, what you need to know before you plan your next career move.
Morgan of SunWest Mortgage is here to change the world of loan originations forever. From sending updates to your clients to allowing you more time, you can do it all in a simple chat. You no longer have to struggle with documents. All you need to do is select the files and upload them, and they're submitted in an instant along with your loan file. With SunWest, your true home is always within.
Welcome back. A lot of people use the new year as motivation to look for a new job. But what's the best way to go about boosting your career? In this edition of Ask an Expert, our own Mike Savino gets tips from NMP insider Erica LaCentra.
Because you really don't know what opportunity might come your way even if you're not looking.
Stuck in a rut? Or maybe you just want 2023 to be your year, including your career. If you want to know if it's time to look for a new job, the answer starts with looking in the mirror.
So regardless, it's nice to be able to look at where you are within your career, within your position, and kind of figure out where you want to be too.
There may not be a wrong way to find your next job, but as NMP insider Erica LaCentra writes in NMP Magazine, how you handle a job change reflects on you as a person.
Is there a point where you're doing that too much and it can become detrimental?
So I think it really comes down to, what are you trying to accomplish with those moves?
First, you want to be able to explain why you're looking for a change. And LaCentra says you should talk with your current boss about your reasons first. You may be surprised with their willingness to meet your demands if they want to keep you.
Most employers are not going to fault you for saying, I want to do more, I want to get more involved, I want to elevate myself within this organization.
So say you've decided it's time to move on. You can certainly look for job postings, but networking is important. Let your contacts help you find your next job.
That's when you can really start looking outside and, again, tap into your network. You never know how those people might be connected to.
Once you've landed that new job, be professional about how you handle leaving your current one. It may feel good to quit on the spot, even make a scene, but you never know where you'll end up or whose path you'll cross in the future.
Like, you want to make sure that, this reputation that you build up with your current employer and within the industry, you want to maintain that.
You can read all of Lacentra's advice in the latest issue of NMP Magazine, available now at nmpmag.com. For the Mortgage News Network, I'm Mike Savino.
Thanks, Mike. Adam's third quarter house flipping report is out today, and while the number of flipped properties dropped, that doesn't make the flipping industry a total flop. The report saw that home flipping sales made up 7.5% of all home sales in the third quarter, down slightly from 8.2% of home sales during the second quarter. Adams says that this is both good news and bad news for flippers. On one hand, the home flipping rate for the third quarter was the third highest level in the past decade, but on the flip side, it's down from the first quarter's high of 9.7%. Adam also saw profit margins shrink. The typical house flip in the third quarter saw a 25% return on investment, which is down from the second quarter's 30%. We'll be right back with what else is interesting.
I had to watch him go from so capable to a different person altogether, and it was really hard. We're hoping that this message gets to veterans out there who are in similar struggles. That's how fast Southwest worked. It was truly amazing. It makes me very happy to know that there's a company out there that cares so much, that they go through so much to help, because we never expected this. Never.
SunWest understands that your success is built one family at a time. Visit sunwestpartners.com.
Welcome back. Here's what else is interesting today. Mortgage company Academy Mortgage Corporation has agreed to pay $38.5 million to settle claims that it violated the False Claims Act. The Utah-based company is accused of improperly originating and underwriting mortgages insured by the FHA between 2008 to 2017. A former underwriter says that the government paid insurance claims on loans fraudulently written by Academy. A spokesperson for Academy says the company made a business decision to settle the allegations and that there was no determination of liability. For more on these and all of today's top stories, go to mortgagenewsnetwork.com.